We no longer live in Barther's world of that has been. Instead, we perform authenticity through simulation. A deepfake video can feel more real than a memory. A synthetic voice clone is trusted like an old friend. What matters isn't where it came from, but how well it mimics the human touch. The original has been buried under layers of code and data. What's left is just illusion, polished enough to pass as truth.
The earliest computers were not mere machines, but extensions of human ingenuity, electrogranic behemoths that laid the logical groundwork for the digital revolution. Proving that complex.
By the early 1980s, MIDI sequencers were already perfecting a digital sleight of hand. They allowed composers to generate sterile precision and then deliberately break it apart. Humanization plugins added microscopic tempo shifts and velocity variations in order to mimic the unpredictable pulse of organic performance. It was an admission that machines had no soul, but also proof that one could be faked. The Computer Chronicles from 1986 shows an Atari ST user demonstrating how a single MIDI line can be duplicated across multiple channels and then humanized to simulate a live band. This wasn't just about convenience. It was about emotional plausibility. If the machine couldn't lie convincingly, no one would believe in its art. These techniques have evolved into a full-scale aesthetic arms race. AI filters now add simulated film grain to digital photos. Voice modulators give chatbots vocal personality. And handwriting generators can forge letters down to the tremble of the pen tip. The brain still responds to the illusion as if it were real, because for all practical purposes, it is.
Welcome back. As you well know, almost every industry in the country, and actually globally, is integrating artificial intelligence into day-to-day operations. The airline industry, absolutely no different. To discuss this and a lot other in that space, I'm joined by Booking.com CEO Glenn Fogel. Glenn, it's great to see you. Thanks for joining us. Tell my audience how, at least with airline tickets, AI is changing the world we live in.
Well, thanks for having me. And no doubt, technology and AI in particular is making it much easier for people to find out.
Consider the arms race playing out behind every viral video and political ad. As detection tools sharpen their teeth, so do the fakers polish theirs. The result is a spiral of ever slicker deceptions, each generation more convincing than the last, until we're left guessing whether the human in front of us is real or rendered. Neil Postman warned that legitimacy trumps truth when the medium is television. Now imagine substituting AI for the newscaster, software generating convincing political ads in seconds, indistinguishable from reality, tailored to each voter's algorithmic diet. The original message vanishes under layers of simulation. What matters is how well it sells. Social platforms claim to fight misinformation by deploying detection algorithms. But each new safeguard only fuels the next wave of sophisticated spoofs. Like a game of whack. Mole, where the moles are learning from every hit you throw at them.
It really doesn't depersonalize music, I think, but rather maybe humanizes computers, I guess I would.
We once trusted photographs because they showed that has been a fixed moment in time, an irreplaceable capture of reality. But now algorithms give us this might have been images generated from probabilities, data points stitched into convincing illusions. The line between memory and fabrication is no longer visible to the untrained eye. We are surrounded by simulated authenticity, where truth becomes a question, not a fact, but of likelihood. What does it mean for our culture when even reality? The clock was once built to honor time as sacred, its gears aligned with religious devotion. But later, it became a tool of capital, turning human life into something measurable and extractable. In much the same way, authenticity itself has been repurposed from cultural trust into digital commodities. Algorithms now simulate imperfection, not for artistic expression, but to trick us into believing in what is false. We accept this because we've forgotten how real things feel in a world where everything must be optimal. We are living inside technopoly, where the original is dead, and every trace of truth must be faked. Here, experts act like priests, offering us technical precision in place of moral clarity. Computers don't just calculate, they dictate how we think about reality itself. The medium is the message, but it's also the illusion. We've surrendered our judgment to algorithms that claim objectivity, while hiding their biases under layers of code. In this world, nothing remains untouched by simulations, and truth